Oh, this is how you know that you're dealing with a professional, beautiful people. Coming out swinging, 7 minutes late, ready to melt faces. That's how it goes, you beautiful folks, for our office hours. Hello, beautiful people. Today is day number 203. Ooh, almost nailed it. Of Office Hours. Office Hours, of course, is the daily Five Nation check-in where we visit youtube.com/scamschool with nearly 2 million subscribers. youtube.com/Modern Rogue with 1.7 million subscribers and climbing. We peek in over at the suits. We go undercover over at LinkedIn. We show up on x.com/Schwood with over 1 million followers. I got to adjust my ratio, but most importantly, the hardest of the hardcores, the elites, the real ones, the folks marching in right down here. These are the Diamond Club. See that sigil right there? That is a holy artifact crafted lovingly by the hands of one bio cow himself. That's not a derogatory term. I'm talking about the person, bio cow. He crafted this, and if you flash this in person, I know one thing. You're serious enough to show up with your time, energy, and effort, and you deserve my full attention, no matter where we are. As you guys know, we're in the middle of a robot apocalypse. Some of us are worried about robots coming for our jobs. Don't be. You're important. You're loved. You'll find another gig. Some of us are worried about robots taking over art. Don't be. They're dumb. Ain't nobody worried about vinyl records ruining your trombonistry. That's a real phrase. What you should worry about is bad guys using robots to deceive you, because by God, bad guys will do that. They all got an upgrade, and so we need to learn the tools of the bad guys. We need to learn how to deceive, because the battlefield is your mind. And that is why every single day we walk through the classics. Scam School, we call it. The only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And we're serious about it, people. This is like Bible study. It's like lessons. Well, I guess Bible study is lessons. But you take my meaning. And in this case, we're learning about a statistical impossibility that it turns out is quite probable, because we are now up to day 100 of Scam School. And this is the 100th birthday scam spectacular. This was a fantastic evening. All of the Revision 3 offices came out. I couldn't believe that we hit 100 episodes. Between you, me, and the wall, I was convinced that this thing would be over long before we hit 100, and I wanted this to be a scene because I figured this was all we were going to get. Turns out we got a few more episodes than those 100. So, we're going to take a look at this full episode. We're going to reveal behind-the-scenes intel. We're going to devolve into degenerate gambling. And I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the brand new Modern Rogue episode. We're going to talk titles and thumbnails, and we've got news. Sign, our intrepid cub reporter, has no fewer than 8 amazing stories. 6 or 8. No fewer than 6, though. Amazing stories. We'll see how many of them we get to. Let's jump in with the birthday scam extravaganza. Here we go, beautiful people.
This week, a 100th episode celebration and a paradox that will melt your brain. This is me. I'm melting. I'm melting. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix and Squarespace. Welcome to the show that's now in freaking triple digits. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this is it. We've graduated. We passed the century mark, which you know what that means? We got a party. Come on. What's up, everybody? This is one of my favorite scams to pull when you're at a party or any big social gathering. It's a way to get everyone talking and to find out something interesting about probability. There's about 40 people in there right now. So in your own mind, I want you to decide what are the odds that 2 of those people will have the exact same birthday. So remember, we got 40 people, about 365, 366 in a leap year days in a year. What are the odds? Would you say they're, express them as a percentage, would you say they're A, between 0 to 25%, B, 25 to 50%, C, 50 to 75%, D, 75 to 85%, or E, 85 to 100%. Make your decision, lock it in, because we're about to find out. I'm gonna go out there on the stage and see if we can find out who has the exact same birthday. All right, guys, how you guys doing? Look, guys, before I'm gonna sing my terrible, terrible song, I got a question for you. Who here wants a free beer on me? All right, here's the thing. I'm gonna give away a free beer to 2 people, not 1, but 2 people here in this room. But before we do, I got one question for you guys. Real quick, the question is, I believe that there are 2 people in the room right now who have the exact same birthday. So what we're gonna do is, whoever has the exact same birthday, I'm gonna buy a free drink for both of you guys. So we're gonna go real quick. If you hear your birthday call, jump up and say, "Holy that's me!" And then you get a free beer on me as well as whoever else had the birthday. Mine's January 17th. And this goes for everyone else. All the cameramen, all the people behind the bar, everyone running the karaoke. I'm January 17th. What are you? July 2nd?
May 25th.
May 25th?
July 18th.
July 18th?
August 22nd.
August 22nd?
4th of July.
Wait, what's that?
4th of July.
4th of July.
October 16th.
October 16th.
29th of May.
29th of May?
July 20th.
July 20th?
November 9th.
November 9th?
April 20th.
April 20th?
Yeah!
What, is that it? Holy crap, we got a match already! Yeah! 2 beers on me! This is one of those probability things that explodes brains. It makes no sense intuitively. You figure if there's 35 people in the room, then the odds have to be 35 people out of 365 days in the year. But the true odds, with only 25 people in the room, there's a 50-50 chance that 2 people will share the exact same birthday. When you go up to 35 people, it jumps to 80% likelihood, and once you're over 42, there's more than a 90% probability that 2 people have the same birthday. Now you can use this as a beer scam, you can use it as a way just to make a connection with the girl, you name it, go nuts. Show me what you come up with later. And don't worry, we got a lot more show, but first, we gotta thank our sponsors. All right, let's talk about GameFly. You like games, I like games.
All right. Who remembers GameFly? That's the important one. Man, whenever I do the live demo of the birthday scam, there is a non-zero chance that it just won't work, and that is always terrifying because if it's not going to work, usually when it does work, it happens in the first, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them because there's enough of a statistical pull that it's able to instantly land. But once I get past 7 or 8, I think to myself, uh-oh, is this going to be one of them shows? So despite the fact that it's always terrifying, I'm glad it worked out this time. Here we go.
It's completely free. It's as good as winning a free drink. Get on over there.
In 3, 2, 1, and leave that in. Hey, Brian Brushwood, congratulations on your 100th episode.
My mouth is still on fire, you guys.
I'm sorry, the side of my face is still on fire from where I put fire on the side of my face.
I'm chilling. I think I did a good job with that.
You did all right. You did all right. Congratulations, Brian.
Happy, you are the friggin' man. Okay. Scam School is amazing, and
big time milestone. 100
congrats.
Episodes.
That is
Let's
awesome.
punch it out just for funs.
Star Wars.
And when you're done, you can clean the toilets, okay? Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I just got done finishing my massively famous podcast, This Week in Tech. I'm Leo Laporte. You may remember me from those good old days on Tech TV. What's his name? Oh, yeah, I want to say happy 100th anniversary to Brian Shrubwood and Scam School. Okay. Can I have another drink? You rock, Brian.
All right, guys. This is a momentous occasion, and I wrote a heartfelt melody about this exact situation. It goes a little something like this, Maestro. I don't know about you, but when I start making love, I don't just make love. I be stroking. Yeah, I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, I stroke it to the west, I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I be stroking. Ah, ladies, let me ask you something. What time of day do you like to make love? Hold on. Let me ask you this. Did you make love last year? Or maybe, it just might be that you plan on making some sweet, sweet, sexy sassafras tonight. You know, the other night, I was stroking my woman, and it got so good to her. You know what she said?
No.
I'll tell you what she said, because it's in the lyrics. She said, stroke your brown brushwood, but don't stroke so fast. If my stuff ain't tight enough, you can stick it up my... Whoa! Thank you, good night. Scam School 100. Woo! Let's talk about Squarespace, because it's finally here. The Squarespace iPhone
All right,
app,
is
and it
Clarence
freaking
Carter
gorgeous.
stroking uncanceled? Because we're gonna see a comment in there where somebody was like, back when you could karaoke this song and not immediately get fired. R.I.P. to a legend, Clarence Carter stroking. HR said that was the last ep. Yeah. By the way, it's pure gold because there are so many moments that you just get to fill dead air with crowd work. Hey, Iwacko. Hey, Wago. Hey, Che. Hey, Charles Rubach. Hey, Kid Cart. Hello to everybody. All right. We're still on the hunt to find out what this song is. That's going to happen.
Promo code SCAMSCHOOL.
There we go.
All one word. Head on over there. Sign up now. Make America proud. Make your mom proud. Hell, make me proud.
Happy 100th episode, Brian, old buddy. Yeah, you spiky-headed bastard. That's not nice at all. Your beard makes you look like a rapist. This is about Brian, not me.
Oh my goodness, Brian, you are the king. You have managed to scam your way into somebody paying you to hang out in a bar and trick people for 100 episodes of Scam School. 100 episodes, dude. Congratulations.
All right, guys, no goofing around, no lie, no BS. My favorite part of the job, bar none, is the fact that at least once every single day I get 1 or 2 emails from people who really are pulling off the scams. I get stories about the kid who was the height of the party for one night. I get stories from the guy who met the girl, from the guy who got the beer, or for the girl who won the beer. That's far and away the best part, is you guys that make everything possible. And so that's why my biggest regret is that you can't all be here for this night. However, we do have a montage salute to the Scam School fans.
This is Scam School, the only show dedicated
No way. Nicely done. Mr. Brian Brushwood, congratulations on your 4th episode of Scam
100.
School. That's
100.
You shot 96 episodes of Scam School without me?
Yes.
That is pretty impressive. I don't even know how to top that, dude. 100 episodes, that's a lot. Clearly, Scam School. Took a long time, didn't it? I'm gonna go buy myself a beer.
Guys, I'm serious. Can't thank you enough. 100 episodes in the can. Let's hear it for 100 more. In fact, I want to know what you want to see in the next 100 episodes, so hit us up at the boards at scamschool.tv, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you have a suggestion for a favorite bar scam, hit me up at brian@revision3.com. If you're doing the Twitter thing, you can follow the show at twitter.com/scamschool, or find out when I will be in your hometown performing or doing special meetups by following me at twitter.com/swood. Next week, you should watch the show because I love you on a deeply spiritual level. Almost as much as I love the tequila shot that Jelly D has waiting for me. Hang on there. Andrew, hold on.
What's up to Brian Brushwood, 100 episodes of Scam School? This here's a jam for all the fellas. Try to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous. Play hard to get the females get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scared to be fat and showing body. Girls want something to reach in the section, but they're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Things function, hot class luncheon. Food is serving and stone cold luncheon. It comes on, people start to dance, but then you eat so much you nearly split your pants. Girl starts walking, guys start talking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. Says you wanna dance, cause you like some grooves. So come on, fat, so and just bust the move. Just bust the move. Yeah. Okay. You're on a mission and you're wishing time to enjoy your lonely condition. Looking for love in all the wrong places. No fine girls, just ugly faces. From frustration, first inclination is to become on your way the situation. Every dark tunnel has a light of hope. But don't hang yourself with the celibate rope. Music showing, so you're going. Could you less about the vibe you're blowing? It gets dark just to start the show. And Spotify woman sitting in your row. She's dressed in. She says, hello, come sit next to me. If I go, you're on over there without a second to lose. And hey, what comes next? Bust the move! Break the camera. What? Fresh. Thanks, everybody. All right, hell yeah.
Ooh, hot damn. That was a big one. Maybe, yes, a bit self-congratulatory, but by golly, when you think that's as far as that rocket ship's gonna go, when you don't realize that you can keep patching it with duct tape and snot and keep barely getting a low Earth orbit. That was fantastic, man. What a trip. I was really struck by how many of the names and faces I recognized, especially like all the way back to those very early ones. Almost certainly those memories are strong because, you know, you keep seeing them over time. It's like, as a matter of fact, here's a memory trick. When you remember a thing, you almost certainly don't remember the actual thing. You remember the last time that you saw it or that you remembered it. But here's what I remember is that it's important that we devolve into some degenerate gambling, because here's the thing. Now, this is a tricky one, guys. This is a real tricky one, because this particular episode did not get released until, hold on, let me cover this up here. Yeah, this episode only was released on August 6th, 2019? That doesn't make sense. So for some reason, this one got uploaded, but never had it published until randomly I saw that it was listed as unlisted. And I remember thinking, oh, did that just get did they pull it down for some reason? So I was like, well, it shouldn't be unlisted. It should be public. So I flipped it to public. And then all of a sudden the comments started coming in saying, whoa, what is happening? And then I realized it had never been published on YouTube. In the early days, before anybody was driving the channel's ship, nobody remembered to publish this episode. So therefore, when you lock in your guesses, know that this was published on August 6th, 2019. And what I want you to do is head on over to Guess Attack, GUESSATTACK.com, where you can place your bet on how many views this one got. You can be among the elites like Not Scary Steve, who guesses 100,000. Kurometum Riku, who suggested 23,000. Sine Wave, who optimistically says 500,000. BioCow, 46,789. Kid Cart, 72 with 10,900. Oh yeah, it's Adam with 64,064. G James B with just shy of 2 million. Cliff says 100. Flying Car 100 says 256,000. Hawk Warley 256,000 says 1.2 million. Joey 666 says 80,000. Magic 51 says 99,000. Bantarat says 33,000. Argyle Gargoyle says 33,001, taking the over. 604157 at 22,000. Charles Rubach 123,456. Joker Lemon with 20,000. Curtis Hoffman with 150,000. Ev Lloyd, good to see you, Ev. 10,350. Wago with 272,634. Evil RSA with 8,765. Che with a C, 115,001. And Matt York coming in with 68,000. And the actual number is 10,911. Yeah, along with my comment saying, whoops, YouTube glitched out, but enjoy this classic video that just got, I said reposted. I didn't even think it was reposted. I think it was posted for the very first time. So let's see who our winners are. Congratulations to Kid Cart 72, off by 11. Ev Lloyd off by only 561. Did you guys get that lucky? There was no fudging. That's amazing. That is incredible. Yeah. Can you edit a guess? Is that a command you could do with the Nightbot? That's pretty cool. Congratulations to Kid Card 72. That's suspiciously lucky. I'm impressed. I am impressed. We'll see. We'll see whether or not there's any fudging. I think we had one. Well, this reminds me of some other moments. Congratulations. Ev Lloyd seems genuinely amazed. Oh, wait. Kid Cart says no. No, you didn't fudge? If you didn't fudge, then that's incredible, man. Super congratulations. That's great. I just woke up, no fudging to be had. Yeah, what time is it in Australia, Ev? All right, so I'm going to... Let me go ahead and get that whiteboard up there. Yeah, sorry for running late today, guys. I had to run an errand and ended up being stuck for a hot minute. Came in running like crazy. But we were able to get stuff done. But don't worry, soon we're going to have an intern. That's right. Soon we're going to expand. As a matter of fact, we're about to, if everything goes according to plan, we're about to triple our output. I'm really, really stoked about it. If you're not on the email list, now's a good time for me to remind you guys to head on over to signup.scamstuff.com. Oh, or make sure to send your daily news stories over to modernrogueshow@gmail.com. But here, let me make sure it is signup.scamstuff.com. There it is. You'll get this not at all suspicious looking thing in which I flatly claim to spam your face with awesome. Get on that MailChimp. That's the secret insider club where you're going to hear about the latest shenanigan. You guys know I'm always up to something. Isn't that funny how it always works? All right. And you know I'm good for it because now I got a track record. I got a data set. So here, I'm going to respond to these old comments. There we go. We'll see if there's any left on here. And then we're going to go through news stories. You guys are going to dig this. Still don't know how that happened. They've really grown since then. Yeah. Even more now. Join us for the live streams every morning. I remember Revision 3. I wore my Dignation shirt today because of this video. Wow. I have a Brian Brushwood DVD sealed. It's very early stuff. Wow. Yeah. I miss Rev 3 games and the Destructoid show. Classic. Man, I missed that old Scam School meow meow. The legend of the meow meow continues. I still don't hear it. I do owe you a beer. I do. Took me back 7 years in the past when I skipped elementary school and watched your episode. Now it's, 6 years? Nope, 7 years of the future. Howdy. You should join us for the live streams. Boom. TRS. Yeah, man. How crazy is that? That Dan Trachtenberg is the biggest time Hollywood director. That's so amazing. Fun bit of nostalgia. So much nostalgia. Can't believe the whiplash that thumbnail gave me and the ensuing disappointment when it wasn't real. Saw the TRS thumbnail and got super excited. You're still cool, Brian, but I do miss me some Totally Rad show. Yep. Back when raw talent had the opportunity. To be honest, that's a little bit about how we're going to feel during the summer of the scam, back when we all had the free time for this. Monorogue still gets sponsored by Squarespace, so somebody's actually still around, while Revision 3, Gamefly, and Brian's hair have gone to the graveyard. R.I.P. Brian's spikes. Gamefly, gee golly. For a little bit, I thought Gamefly had made a comeback. Ha! I'm told it's still around. Dude, I got super excited, then reality hit. Sad face. Back when times were simpler. May 25th. Oh, that's me. Missed this intro. Yeah, that's right, because this would have been released all the way out. In fact, that would have been the reason that I flipped the switch on it, was because when we made the transition over to Scam Nation, I needed to go through and make an accounting of which videos belong to who. That's crazy. I love this show, bro. Why, thank you. November 14th. Who knows what this reference is? I'm guessing that there will be a lot of birthdays during the week of November 14th. Oh, wait. Got it. Valentine's Day. I'm 6 years late, but I just got this joke. Well played. The hair. Majestic it was. Do they still exist? Rev 3, I mean. They've been absorbed so many times, I don't know. Right in the dong with nostalgia. Same even today on the live stream. 100 more. Looks like a playlist that's currently 711 videos long. Yeah. Gamefly, huh? Sounds neat. Okay. Holy shit, gonna post this on Dig. That's great. Oh, are you gonna make an in memoriam for Grant Thompson? Yeah. Grant was the best. Is that Baby Jason rapping? No, that's Jelly D. Jelly Donut. Not gonna lie, kind of miss the old intros and segues. Yep. Pew, 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 pew. Bring back the spikes. Totally Rad Show is great. Pineapple hairdo. I never thought of it as a pineapple thing. Sure. Y'all get hearts. Everybody gets hearts. So many hearts. There we go. Oh, another pineapple comment. That's so wild. All right, gang. Brett Rounceville, the Amtrekker. Let's see what we got on the agenda. I don't actually know for sure. Yeah, because, okay, so we are short on time on this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save our tech stories for tomorrow because already Justin Robert Young is waiting in the wings to do the Great Night bonus episode. But in the meantime, what we can do is we'll go to a quick reminder. If you go to officehours.themodernroad.com, you can pitch stories. And let's see. Do you guys know this story of the the woman who single-handedly saved Toy Story 2? Oh no, you can't. There we go. So, Toy Story 2 was in mid-development, and somebody hit a button, kind of like a vibe coding intern kind of move, where they accidentally, whoopsie-doodle, deleted their local copy. Wow, look at how much you get to see down here. They deleted the bulk of the movie, and it was only because there was one producer who was pregnant working from home and happened to have like a copy of it. It became the only copy of the bulk of Toy Story 2. It was almost a complete catastrophe, but she was able to get it back and they were able to save the movie. Anyway, she's now laid off from Pixar, which I think I don't know if that's a testament to, I don't think Pixar is on hard times or anything. And also, she went on to produce Lightyear, the Buzz Lightyear movie. Yeah, there we go. Which cost $200 million, only made $226 million. Whereas, by comparison, Incredibles 2 made a lot of money. But, anyway, RIP to a legend. Although, she's perfectly alive and healthy and probably in demand, doing good work. Congratulations on your new opportunity. I'm not entirely sure what note everyone wants to hit. I guess it's just this is a human face on a Disney layoff story. Yeah. Justin's been waiting so long, he'll be Justin Robert old. Yeah, they killed the master copy of it, which is just incredible. If she wanted to keep her job, maybe she should have saved another movie in the past 25 years. That's hilarious. Charles, I never saw Lightyear. Is it good to just watch out of nowhere? Like a sneak attack? Let's see. Viberia. What have we got here? A shared workspace for enslaving a bunch of clankers and letting you control them like a game. Is it an actual game? Oh. Well, I guess I'll just do... Let's see what it says on there. Tired of terminal screens? What if your AI agents look like this instead? This is great. This is something I was predicting. As a matter of fact, so here's what I suspect somebody will do. So human brains are evolved to not be good at looking at spreadsheets, not be good at looking at scale numbers. What we love is humans. And what I would imagine for the YouTube backend, for the analytics side of things, a thing that would be incredibly helpful would be to just put on a pair of VR goggles and to see a Dunbar's number sized representative sample of the kind of people that are watching your content. Now, none of them will be actual humans. I'm convinced this is going to happen. But instead, you'll be able to glance over and see people wearing shirts of bands that they statistically significant are likely to like. And you'll be able to interview them and watch them watch your content, and their engagement will be reflected in a virtualization of this. This is a first step in that direction. This is essentially, it's got a personality-driven kind of image so that you can create a mental map of who's working on what, who's getting things done, and who isn't. See everything at once. No more juggling terminals. One screen shows every agent, every task, every status, and you can kind of glance over at them. That's amazing. They organize themselves. So this is it an MCP? It's not called Master Control Program, but I know an MCP essentially is a Master Control Program. There, we already did our degenerate gambling. There we go. Your keys, your rules. Yep, you bring all your API keys. So I assume it does best practices at keeping that. Talk to them like NPCs. Yeah. Have you guys noticed that different robots have kind of different reliable personalities? It is a kind of MCP, right? What does MCP stand for? In the non-Tron sense. Ready to match. Oh, as a matter of fact, this is also close. I think I talked about this the other day. So help me, when I'm looking at all these agents, I mentioned this to Justin on Great Night. I wanted to sit down and look at a Zoom call of all the agents and ask what everybody's working on, and hey, make sure so-and-so knows about the blah, blah, blah. This is that thing. So here, I'm gonna join this wait list. For Windows. There, I'll just... What? Sure. There's that. And then, yeah, that's dope. I guess I could download for Mac because I have a Mac now. That's a very weird feeling. I don't know how I feel about that. That's very odd. Check the yellow. Last story for the day. Okay. Aha. Ooh. New phishing attack. What'd it get you? Oh. Oh, look at this. I only get the reputation of it. It got removed. Oh, that is devious, it says. The kind of phishing email that would absolutely clean house. Oh, man, now I just want to know what it said. Surprised the link was the phishing attack. Well, this one at least says YouTube. Maybe we'll get the... nope. The only way to make it better is to pull from demographics and send this one to male employees while sending the same thing with We Stand With ICE to female. Oh, so it's some kind of rage bait? Yeah, here, give me a call, sign. We'll get Cub Reporter, sine wave on the case. And then we'll take a look today, guys. Today, we're releasing a new Modern Rogue video It'll be sometime in the next couple hours. I need to work on the title and thumbnail combo. The episode's great. Do me a favor. We're at the phase now where the channel's been around long enough that that everybody's subscribed for different things. And so now the way Jordan Breeding describes it is it's the new phenomenon of needing to, quote, survive your own subscribers. Sign.
Yo. Yeah, I'm sorry I got taken down. It was a thing from, I believe, I can't remember which texting service, but it was, it's like a MailChimp style company.
Yep.
It's one of the competitors, and it was a phishing email that effectively said, "Hey, we support LGBTQA. So for Pride Month, everybody is going to automatically have a Pride flag header and footer. If you do not wish to have this, click here to go to your account center to sign in and opt out."
Brilliant. Brilliant. So in general, one of the hallmarks of all of those scams is you want to get people down to only using 10% of their brain, and oftentimes it's urgency. Another one is emotional leverage, but in this case, it is by directly threatening somebody's core identity, that short circuits everything and just launches you straight into, oh, hell no. And then all of a sudden you're in there. Wow. That's...
Yeah, isn't that devious?
Yeah. The closest thing, forgive me, the closest thing I could think of is the April Fool's prank when Pornhub said, "Congrats, we've got a new feature where you clicked on a blank video. We updated all your social media profiles to say it." And it was like, wait, what? So I think that is a similar vibe. That is devious. That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
All right.
safe out there, y'all.
Yeah. Sign, thank you so much for, by the way, Sign is a legend, a beast of cub reporting. I want more stuff in the thing. I started to make different tabs on there based on day. So if we wanted to do good hygiene, we could just keep those tabs rolling so it's not just one giant bucket.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool. I'll see you, man. Bye. Okay, so Jordan Breeding calls it the phenomenon of needing to survive your subscribers. So in the initial release, what happens is that titles and thumbnails are going to be ABC tested, right? We'll see what people click on. But they, if we can get above 6% open rates, and also it tracks a little bit of shares or what have you, then at 6%, the floodgates bust open. And we just saw that with the Meshtastic video. The Meshtastic video is, without a doubt, the highest velocity view launch in the history of any of the channels. Like in the first 19 days, it has exploded into more views than anything else I've ever done, full stop. Which implies that there is a latent interest for our content. And this is the next classic Modern Rogue episode after that. We did the 69-second long experiment with the metric time one, and that one I suspect that 69 seconds is just simply not enough to get big committed engagement numbers, viewer minutes from everyone. But this new episode is, let's take a look at it. Here, we'll do a little preview because I want to check with you guys and see what you think we should do for, let's do switch account. There we go. Go to the Modern Rogue. There we go. And we'll go to content here. So the bulk of the content is, I'll explain what I'm solving for. So the bulk of the content is Brian teaches Ryer how to do the 100-foot rope escape. And it's good. But it takes a while to ramp up. So there are two things that YouTube really wants to see. Number one, a thing that people click on, but when they click on it, They must not bounce. Right down here. Channels your audience watches. I want to put Chris Bowden on that. How many of you guys know Chris Bowden? I want to put his face or some of these other ones, Steve Mold on there, or any of these. And I just want to ABC, Simone Gertz, that'd be a good one. Alex Steele would be a good one. But basically, I just want to have an ABC tournament to see who gets the most clicked on, where the top half is their face and the bottom half is Houdini. And if that gets a lot of... Oh, did we lose the stream for a second? Hopefully we're back. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, how long have I been alone here on the stream? Okay, we're back. We're back. Thank you very much, Ed Lloyd. But once people get there, they need to not have an excuse to bounce. So the first 30 seconds have to be sticky enough that nobody wants to leave, because if you do leave, then what that does is that that indicates to YouTube that this is not a fit of content. So therefore, here we go. I want you to picture I'm leaning towards some version of, well, I guess I'll just kind of pitch them to you. It's got to be about how the current content crisis that we're going through, the fact that there's just too much of everything, is nothing new. And that Houdini was the master of standing out from the crowd. And so what we want, there we go, we'll do this. There we go. So when you click on it, so something about standing out from the crowd, the content crisis, beige slop or whatever, I want this to be the first thing that you see. And let me get rid of the whiteboard. We'll take a look at this. Yeah, there we go. Ugh, there's nothing on. You, my friend, are experiencing the very real current content crisis. Hundreds, if not thousands of hours of entertaining and exciting things to watch and read and learn about. But there's all so much of it that it just kind of starts to feel like beige slop that's going to leave your mind no sooner than it enters. You and I have very little in common with the average human living at the turn of the 20th century, with one notable exception. By and large, their life, the way they lived, that'd be totally alien to us. Except they very likely experienced that exact same feeling. No, they didn't have iPhones and smart TVs, but the Victorian era, the Edwardian, the Jazz Age, they were fit to burst with vaudeville, dime museums, traveling carnivals, Wild West shows, sideshows, spiritualism, countless other things to fill your idle time. Trained dogs, contortionists, people eating coins, nails, eating watches. There were humans covered in head-to-toe tattoos on display, sword swallowers, x-ray demonstrations, beautiful women glowing from electricity or apparently possessed, their thinly veiled bodies writhing with the urgency of a message from someone's dead loved one. So much excitement, so much glitz, glamour, shock, and horror. Could you imagine the dopamine? So much that it all starts to feel a bit like beige slop that'll leave your mind no sooner than it enters. And yet, there was one man. His figure alone, a fascination. Barely over 5 feet tall, yet powerfully built. His body rippling in muscle and sinew. He would stand practically naked on stage. His demeanor mysterious, yet cantankerous, calling out false spiritualists, revealing their methods off stage, belting and boasting about what he could do, what he would accomplish in the limelight. One man, so spectacular, his show so amazing, so enthralling, that it rose above every other stage show of its time. A man who died 100 years ago this Halloween and is still the biggest name in magic. the incomparable Harry Houdini. And what are you going to call after that? It's Brian and Ryer learning to do the 100-foot rope escape. It's great. It's all good content. But what I wanted was something that just popped and was very difficult to skip away from the beginning. So the question is, what is the title and the thumbnail that you click on? So we could do an accurate depiction of what's inside with Brian and Ryer. I suspect that will not be the most popular. Is it about... Oh, by the way, Houdini, did I mention that he died 100 years ago in that intro? Yeah, that's great. One man, so spectacular, his show so amazing, so enthralling, that it rose above every other stage. So that's the other thing is we're coming up on the 100-year anniversary of Houdini's death, which I don't think people have figured out yet. So I don't know what the title is. If you guys want to pitch some titles, I'd love to hear them. And I don't mind the idea of just, famous YouTubers' faces, because it pays off in that we immediately, that's the point of it, is that we have a content crisis nowadays. But while that feels new, it was not. It was the same problem 100 years ago. But that's the conclusion. We don't want to lead with that. So I don't know. The master of standing out from beige slop. Beige slop is 100 years old. If I really wanted to get clicks, I don't want Chris Bowden to be offended. Maybe I'll send him a note. But beige slop is nothing new. Here's the master of solving it. And then, the top half is a YouTube creator and the bottom half is Houdini in shackles. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to work on all that stuff. The 100th anniversary spectacular. We've got a theme. There it is. That's fantastic. It's getting harder to prove my stuff is not slop. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's what I'm going to work on. When you guys see the thumbnail, do me a favor. If you can, just click it. And then that way, if we can stay above that 6% CTR, then that will be a signal to rush things forward. He died 100 years ago, but he's still the GOAT. That's pretty good. Last time I listened to Charles Rubach, we got good stuff. Let's see. Died 100 years ago, still the GOAT. Ah, there we go. Died 100 years ago, still GOAT. Old Scam School. Oh, that's right. The rap group. What was your other suggestion? Who's the AI era's Houdini? Oh, and then that'll be provocative. Who is the AI slop era's Houdini? And then that is provocative because it'll be a recognizable face. And then I just ABC keep churning, see who wins the contest. That's really good. AI slop era's Houdini. 100-foot long bondage free SFX. 100-foot bondage free SFX. That's hilarious. Harry Houdini could escape from anything, even AI slop. Houdini escape even AI slop. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. These are pretty good. Okay. All right, guys. Then I'm going to flip the switch and move on over to Great Night Bonus Podcast. So I will see you guys later on. But first, here's what I have to do. There we go. Let me stop that. And let me refresh this. We're going to reload the page. And with that, I get to say, there we go. Office Hours. Brought to you by gentlemen, warriors, and scoundrels like you. Special thanks to Sixter4157, Charles Rubach, Dylan Theus 9542, who still is owed a gift opening on stream, Cliff Horn, Flo Chinachi, Oh Yeah It's Adam, Kid Cart 72, Kuro Meturiku, Bantarat, Adam T. Peterson, Magic 51, Sine Wave, Earth 56, Curtis Hoffman, BioCow, Ulysses Grant, Flying Car 100, Che, Matt York, G. James B., Kian Lafford, Not Scary Steve, Argyle Gargoyle, Evil RSA. Okay, now we're just repeating. All right, bye guys. I'll see ya.